Good morning guys, my name is Kenny and welcome to Wild Side. This dapper chap here is Atlas. He's coming up for 2 years old. He is a Siberian Husky. We go on 1 or 2 adventures together and we decided to film them just so people could see what it is we do and where we go. So the first adventure we decided to film was to do an overnighter in a shelter that I built, so it's going to be a bit of bushcraft and a bit of camping and a bit of cooking. I think the weather's to be absolutely terrible, so we're just going to crack on. Atlas and I haven't done an overnighter before, so it'll be an experience for the both of us. So grab a coffee, thanks for tuning in, and let's get to it. Let's go, come on. Okay guys, so I thought I would run over quickly all the kit that I'm going to be taking with me. It's all going to fit into this 50 litre molly backpack. There's D-clips on it, there's loads of molly loops as well for the pouches that I've got for it, so hopefully it all fits in here. This is the mummy sleeping bag that I'll be taking with me. It goes down to -14, and underneath it I have got my self-inflating mattress. These both roll up to be a bit more compact and convenient, but obviously just airing them out to check them, make sure they're all okay. This is my sit pad or my kneel pad that was slipped down the back of the backpack, and I've got my schmag as well that I'll probably use as a pillow. I have my belly can, and I have my enamel cup. So the enamel cup will be for coffee and the belly can will probably be for soup as well. If it's too wet to have a fire outside, I will take my wood burning stove, and that means I can have a wee fire inside, and it's quick and convenient for getting these heated up nice and quickly. So nice quick coffee or a nice portion of soup. I'm going to take my lantern. It's quite bulky and clunky and clattery, especially when it's filled with oil, but I really do like the thought of the shelter being lit up from the inside by candlelight, so I'm looking forward to using it and taking it with me. I'm going to take the large rip saw, just purely because a small folding saw can't process the amount of wood that I want to process for the fire. So take the rip saw, just go down the back of the backpack, and it's quite convenient. I've got a small stool, small tripod stool, sits about a foot off the ground. It's just really convenient to sit on rather than sitting on the sit pad or sitting on a wet log. It's quite good, it's quite light to have as well, and it just slips down the side of the backpack. I have my fire lighting kit will be in this pouch, and here is some fatwood sticks and some matches. I have the backup of all backups. These are fire lighter cubes. If I just want to fire really quickly and conveniently, I can just throw a match onto them and they'll go up in seconds. So, but if I want to practice my bushcraft skills, then I've got my birch bark, I've got my ferro rod, I made this handle myself, and I've got my bellows as well, so that'll all go into this pack right here. I've got my mora on the outside of this. I'll use that for food processing. I like to keep my food processing knife and my bushcraft knife separate. This will be my bushcraft knife that I'll be using. I like it because it's got a nice thick spine on it. It's really good for striking the steel. It's really thick blade as well, sturdy blade, so it's good for batoning and stuff like that as well. First aid kit, could do without carrying the weight, but you know, it's always worth having it. To have it and not need it, than need it and not have it. So I will take that with me. In this pouch here, we've got glow sticks attached to them. I have my lamp, I'll have my pack that's got all my batteries and SD cards and stuff like that. I'll have all of this kit. in here, as well as my phone, so stuff I really don't want to get wet I'll have sitting in there, and I'll have my tripod and stuff. This Gorilla tripod is fantastic, recommend it to anyone. It's very versatile. So that'll all go into this pack here, and that'll go on the side of that backpack. Same with that one, that will go onto the side. The hatchet that I'm going to be taking is a vintage Gem 1, and I put this handle on it myself. I rehandled it, so I burnt the wood and then I true oiled it, and it came up with this really nice kind of ebony finish. Nice and light, 14 inch. It's really good for just splitting smaller bits of wood. So, and then I've got my tarp, which for some reason won't go back in its bag. Don't know, I just lost my patience with it. I suppose persistence is key, but this will be my backup in case I do need a wee bit more waterproofing, in case there's one or two leaks in the shelter. And these are my mechanics, impacts, hardware and gloves, multi-purpose, so I'll use them when processing wood and around the fire and stuff. So that's all the kit that I'm going to be taking. Quite a bit of it, but this isn't including water, food, Atlas's toys, Atlas's towel, all my other clothing, like dry socks and gloves and all the rest of it. So there's still a bit more kit to go, and it's all going to go into that backpack. So we'll see how we go on. I'm probably going to put those in rubble sacks as well, just so they're waterproof, so when I get up my sleeping stuff doesn't get absolutely soaked. So cool, okay. This is just hiking up just now. The weather's pretty terrible. Atlas doesn't seem to mind it though. And all the kit that I've packed is in rubble sacks. This week. Hey guys, so Atlas and I have just arrived in the shelter. Unfortunately, on the way up I could smell kerosene, which is coming from my lamp, unknown to me, which I didn't know was possible, is that the glass bit that came out the lamp and fallen on the floor on the way up here, so we had to trek all the way back down for it, which is unexpected because double the effort but double the soaking we got. So we've got it, it's fine now. I didn't lose too much kerosene, a wee bit in my bag, but it's all good. So this is our view for tonight. We have just arrived in camp, I decided to stick up a tarp above the doorway so I'm able to keep a fire going, keep it sustained throughout the night. Hopefully the smoke isn't too much of a problem. I've angled it slightly up, so if the smoke goes up, it angles all the way out, and there's a small gap here as well, so the smoke hits this and carries up. It will either go out there or out there. We are just sitting at the moment. It's quite dark. We'll turn on the head torch. Hey buddy. Hey. It's quite dark in here. So I think what we'll do is we'll get organised first, and then yeah, we'll consider lunch and get the camera kit sorted out, stuff like that. See how we got on. Is a wood burning stove. I tend to use it if it's damp outside and I don't want to build a big fire just for a cup of coffee, so I will use this wood burning stove here. Set it up like so. Done. Just need to watch obviously the ashes at the bottom, so I'll maybe stick a rock down and then get going. Okay, so a little pile of birch bark here, steel, the back of my knife, going right into the centre of it. There we go. Lift it up and pop it in. Looks good. Just grab some more. Pop that in. Excellent. Okay, gonna grab some sticks. This hasn't eaten them all. And we start chucking those in there. He's a good boy. Who's a good boy? Hey boy. Hey my boy. There's a big dude. Right. Back up. Back up. Back up. Back up. Back up. Back it up. Back it up. Right. I'm gonna start a fire. Oh, okay, that worked a lot better than... So I've got quite a lot of wet wood, so unfortunately it's creating a bit of a smoke screen throughout the entire forest. Just really trying to get the fire to burn more efficiently. So I am wafting it with my seat pad to try and get a bit of a quicker burn. So my fire is roaring. We've got a grill set up on a chain, and I have my sit on the go for lunch. So try and keep the fire going, keep it nice and warm. So guys, unfortunately the rain has not stopped. Forecast for 5 o'clock, it's now 6 o'clock, so it's starting to get dark, and I thought I would cook a little bit before it gets too dark to see. I'm actually going to use my Mora knife, because I tend to use that one for cooking. This is this one here, it's on my fire lighting pack, so I'll use this one for cutting meat, processing food. I like to keep them separate. So I got my Mora, let me crack this open. So this is fillet tails, beef fillet tails. A lot of people get it confused with the tail of a cow, which isn't the case. Obviously it is the end parts of the fillet steak, which is the best cut, arguably the best cut of steak. Wow, look at that. Wow! Now this isn't just all for me, I've got the wee man coming in. Hey pal, you're coming in shot, so everyone can see you. Come on over, here, come on up. There you go bubs. Right, I will need to cook it because we don't tend to feed him a raw diet. His tummy doesn't take it too well, so I'm gonna flame grill some fillet steak, lucky dog, and that is what's for dinner. So you back up buddy, let me go on with this. Okay, so we've got 2 fillet tails here. Hopefully you can see 3 fillet tails. Wasn't expecting that, it was reduced actually. So I figured grab them, I can flame grill them, and the Ianats can have them. So I'm gonna warm them up first over here, and they won't go on for long obviously. It's fillet, so you don't need to cook it for a long period of time. And we're off. Unfortunately still raining, not a lot I can do about it, but work around it. See how we get on. I'm just moving the steaks very slowly over the flames, just very lightly flame grilling them. Fillet steaks obviously got a really delicate taste, and I would quite like to complement it with a light char. Obviously not all for me, Atlas will have some of this. I'll have some tonight, save some for tomorrow. But it is going to taste absolutely awesome. As you can see, it's still raining. It is, like I say, it was forecast to stop at 5 o'clock. It's been an hour after that forecast, so, you know, fantastic. But again, just working with what I can at the moment. The fire's doing really well. Struggled a little bit at the start because the wood was a bit wet. And again, that was a learning curve for me, just how to start a fire in damp conditions. We got there, took an awful lot of nursing the fire and fanning the flames and trying to get the oxygen in underneath it, but we got there in the end. So I think it's getting hot enough now where I can put slightly damp bits onto the fire and they're going to burn quite well. Fillet tails are almost ready, guys. Just giving them a lick of flame, just to get a bit of charring on them. Really don't want to overcook fillet steak. Really don't want to overcook it. There is absolutely no point in buying fillet steak if you're going to cook it well done. Might as well just buy stewing steak or something. I don't like to eat it blue, like I don't like to eat it raw. I like mine kind of medium to medium rare. But it's not often that I have it, and it's very rare that I have it flame grilled, so I'm looking forward to it. Tonight I brought up a beer to have along with my fillet steak. This is Froch, and it says it's a heather ale. You see that with focus. It says it's a heather ale, light amber ale with floral aroma and spicy herbal finish, so hopefully that's going to complement my fillet steak. Fantastic. So these are almost ready, and I'm going to crack this open and we will chow down. So fillet steaks are ready. I'm losing light fast, so I can't really film outdoors much without a light. I'm going to crack open this ale. That's really light. It's 5%, but it's really light. Really refreshing actually. Floral, peaty aroma, full malt body, spicy herbal flavour. That is really nice. Wow. Okay, so gonna give Atlas his share of the fillet steak as promised, but you're gonna have to work for it, buddy. Right, come here. Come here, right, sit. Or lie down, one or the other. Right, you ready? Atlas, howl. 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 Oh, howl. Hey. Hey, howl. 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 Good boy. Oh, he's a good boy. Is that amazing? Is that amazing? I know. Whoa, 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 whoa. My goodness. A good boy. Atlas. Paw. Good boy. Other paw. Good boy. Right, this bit. Lie down. Lie down. Good boy. Hold on. Hold on. I've got my fleece hanging up. I'm trying to dry that, and I've got Atlas's towel. I'm trying to dry that as well. I've got the fire pretty well stoked. I've collected some logs, some firewood that we had prepared for the shelter for winter, because we're planning to do a few winter camps in the snow. That was the whole purpose of the shelter. So I've pulled out those logs in order to use them tonight. They're still a bit damp, but they should be alright, should be fine. It's getting rather dark in the forest now. Small amount of daylight, as you can see, but it's fine. I'll probably get the lantern out, and I'll probably sit out here with Atlas. If the rain goes off, I'll probably sit at the door with Atlas and chill out. Hey guys, so it's coming up for 8 o'clock, and the rain hasn't stopped yet. It was going to stop at 5 o'clock apparently, according to the Met Office. It still hasn't stopped, so the shelter is fairly dry at the moment. 1 or 2 leaks, but that's fine, we just work around it. I've got 1 or 2 things up drying, like my fleece and my jacket. My fleece will probably sleep in, my jacket I'll probably give to Atlas. He's a Siberian Husky, so he's got 2 coats, so he should be able to handle very cold temperatures. It's not even that cold tonight, it's like 11-12 degrees Celsius, so, but I will give him my jacket because we haven't exposed him to very cold temperatures before in the house, or sleeping temperatures like that. So I'll give him a jacket if he needs it, and failing that he can use my sleeping bag as well. So I think what my plan is maybe just sit in front of the fire for a wee bit, chill out, listen to the rain, stoke the fire, just get warmed up, tidy up, make sure all the food stuff and everything is away as you can, and it's still raining, so I'll just sit in front of the fire and chill out, do a wee bit of journal stuff, and then set up the bed. So I'll see you in the morning. If anything happens, I'll let you know. It's coming up for 1 o'clock in the morning. Atlas was a little bit unsettled, aren't you, pup? That's... yeah. So we decided to go for a walk through this forest. Camp is back there somewhere. Morning guys, it is probably about 7 o'clock at the moment. Let me just check. (7:15) at the moment. Starting to get a wee bit lighter. I woke up, I would say about 5:30, 6ish, something like that. Very cold. I was trying to accommodate for Atlas because I think he was quite cold throughout the night. So opened the side of my sleeping bag, bring him in a wee bit closer, so in order to get him warmer I sacrificed my heat, so I got quite cold, so decided 5:30, 6 o'clock just to get up, build another fire, because the first one was dead, build another fire, make some coffee, get warmed up, take the tarp off, because as you can see it stopped raining now, so I can get a bit more comfortable and a bit more settled, see what the weather holds for today. I'm not really too sure. Yeah, just sit and chill out, hopefully stays dry. So I've got a wee bit of tidying up to do, and I'm going to give Atlas a rawhide to keep him busy while I tidy up the rest of the kit. So you're going to sit nice paw, good boy, other paw, squeak, squeak, sit down, squeak. something that I was really impressed by was this lamp. Filled it with just lamp oil, I think it was kerosene, and it burned for the majority of last night. Only blew it out obviously when I went to sleep for a few hours, and put it on first thing this morning. It's done really well. It does a job, and it's illuminated inside the shelter for the entire night, so I'm really impressed by it. It's a bit bulky though. I don't know if I would carry it on every trip, but it's certainly done its job today and last night, so yeah, really impressed with it. Highly recommend it if you're going on a fishing trip or a camping trip. Very cheap, I think it was about £5 or £6. It's done me really well, apart from the fiasco with the losing the glass bit and having to go back for it yesterday in the rain, but yeah, it's done well. Sleeping bag done really well as well. Obviously I had to open up the full way and pull Atlas in to keep him nice and warm. He was lying in my jacket, but he was still a bit cold. So like I say, I lost a little bit of heat trying to give him some of my heat. This was my self-inflating mattress. You can see it got a bit damp on the bottom, seamed absolutely fine on the top. A few massive paw prints from someone. Done alright. Very slippy, very slidey. So as soon as the sleeping bag was on it, it's sliding everywhere. Yeah, come get a drink. Sit. Up. Speak. High five. Right, this is getting his breakfast, aren't you, buddy? So, a little bit of dry, a little bit of wet. Mix it in. Get it. Yeah, tangled up, you silly boy. So this is lunch, guys. It is a packet of microwavable rice, some chunky soup, and a packet of biltong. So that's what's going to keep me going until we leave.